Yesterday during the Golden Globes, or immediately before the Golden Globes, Justin Timberlake had tweeted in support of the Time's Up movement, sharing a photo of himself and his wife, Jessica Biel. But there was a lot of backlash after he posted that tweet, even though he was wearing black and used the Time's Up hashtag. So first, let's take a look at the tweet and I'll explain what the backlash is all about. So there he is, very nice picture with him and Jessica Biel, and he wrote, "Here we come, and damn my wife is hot, hashtag Time's Up." Now, the backlash had everything to do with the fact that he recently starred in a Woody Allen movie, which was released in December of 2017. The name of the movie was Wonder Wheel, which, by the way, didn't get very many good ratings.
I have never heard of that movie before.
I haven't either. So there's a photo of Woody Allen, and Woody Allen does not have a great past. There have been some allegations against him that unfortunately have not led to any type of consequence or ramification. Dylan Farrow had made accusations decades ago about how she was sexually assaulted by him, and he continues to deny those allegations, but she is sticking to her story, and she is saying that it's disgusting that he hasn't had to pay the price for what he did to her. I'm gonna give you her exact statement in regard to this. She said, "I have long maintained that when I was 7 years old, Woody Allen led me into an attic away from the babysitters who had been instructed never to leave me alone with him. He then sexually assaulted me. I told the truth to the authorities then, and I have been telling it unaltered for more than 20 years. So people are upset that Justin Timberlake made the conscious decision to be in a Woody Allen movie recently, while he also now is showing his support for the Time's Up movement. I'll give you a couple examples of the tweets that he's been getting. One woman wrote, "You starred in Woody Allen's new movie. You built a career on malicious misogyny toward Britney Spears. You left Janet Jackson out to dry. This is pure performative fraud."
What's the Britney Spears thing?
So it was, they had a relationship, and he put out a song about her alleging that she cheated on him. I don't know, this is nonsense stuff, but I hear what she's saying there. And the whole Janet Jackson thing, of course, was the Super Bowl performance where something happened. There was a wardrobe malfunction. Anyway,
I blame our sick culture and its view towards nudity more than Justin Timberlake on that one. There never should have been a scandal about it in the first place.
It shouldn't have been a scandal. But Woody Allen's recent movie didn't just star Justin Timberlake. It also very unfortunately starred Kate Winslet, who I'm a fan of Kate Winslet's, and I'm kind of sad. Jim Belushi was also in it, and then another actor by the name of David Krumholtz. Yeah. David Krumholtz, though, even though he starred in the Woody Allen movie as well, came out against Woody Allen following the release of the film. Here's what he had to say. Graphic 61, "I deeply regret working with Woody Allen on Wonder Wheel. It's one of my most heartbreaking mistakes. We can no longer let these men represent us in entertainment, politics, or any other realm. They are beneath real men." And he got a little bit of pushback after posting that, and he responded to that pushback by saying, "I've read this and watched everything. He was a hero, so I was fascinated and didn't want to believe it. I'm sorry, but I've chosen to prioritize Dylan's account over all others, coupled with the Washington Post story and his eagerness to produce yet another tone-deaf film." And so what he's talking about at the end of that tweet is how Woody Allen focuses a lot on films that have to do with young teenage girls and sexually explicit content. Wonder Wheel is about a woman who, I don't know, there's a similar theme there. So
yeah. Look, I mean, people are allowed to be bothered by the thing that they're bothered about. I mean, I know some people were also mad at him for saying in the tweet, "Damn, my wife is hot." It seems like, I don't follow them on social media, but you said that they often frequently will do stuff like that. So it seems like just a schmoopy, lovey couple rather than tone deafness. But
can I comment on that for a second? Yeah, that's his wife. Let his wife decide whether or not she's bothered by that. Yeah. I've gotten some pushback about the way, like I took a photo with my husband, and in the photo he has his hand on my butt. because he's my husband and I don't mind his hand on my
hell?
body. And they're like, oh, this is sexist and misogynistic. He's taking ownership of your body. Like, let me decide who's taking ownership of whom, okay?
Yeah, no, you're allowed to post that. You're just not a feminist anymore.
Okay, sure. If
Obviously.
that makes me not a feminist, then I don't care. I get to decide whether or not I'm uncomfortable with what my own husband is doing.
No, I think we should do a poll on Twitter. But in terms of coming out against him for being in the thing, in the movie, I mean, you totally can do that, but there's a lot of movies that he's made since people have known about the Dylan Farrow thing. There's a lot of other people like Woody Allen that have had him a lot of stars, a lot of male stars, a lot of female stars. And so if we want to include those in the people who are part of the problem, we can totally do that. But we should be consistent. That is a long list incorporating a lot of the biggest names in Hollywood, including people who are getting a lot of credit for other contributions they're making to this movement. I mean, in his case, it's a comment saying time's up and he's supporting his wife and all that. Others are part of the legal effort to help women who aren't famous and aren't rich in similar sorts of situations that have also been in movies like stuff with Woody Allen. So it's a complicated situation.
It is complicated, but I do think that one of the silver linings or a more interesting take on this is the fact that Woody Allen has gone through all this unscathed, at least that's the way it appears. And if this movement is gaining steam and people, A-list celebrities who decide to star in his movies really start to face serious criticism, that could change things. That could change the culture. That could change, a celebrity's decision as to whether or not he or she stars in a Woody Allen film. Because remember, Woody Allen is one of the filmmakers that's had a lot of power in Hollywood. And so whether or not you decide to star in one of his films could make or break your career. And if the culture is now changing and people are holding him accountable and actors and actresses accountable for starring in these films, that could lead to some positive changes. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as I pointed out in the production meeting, the award that Oprah got, the Cecil B. DeMille Award, he got in 2014. Like he is still, I mean, that's part of the problem obviously is that Hollywood protects its own, but I mean, like think back to a couple of years ago. If you're an actress and you can have a role in his movie, you could not do it, certainly, and face an incredibly difficult and highly competitive environment to hopefully get another break, or you could be in his movie and hope to take that, I guess higher status and do something positive with it. So it's been difficult for a lot of people for a lot of time. Wonder Wheel, as you point out, because movies of course take years to make, is probably not a great test case. It would be interesting to see who stars in the next one, obviously, one that's cast after this movement, because of course Wonder Wheel was cast and shot long before this moment that we're in as a society. Right,
so we'll see how it plays out, but I do think it's interesting to see how people are holding celebrities accountable for the decisions they make in their own careers.
Yeah. What you just watched was one of the videos that we do today, but we actually do a whole 2-hour show every single day. It's a podcast. You could watch it in video or listen to it as audio. You can download it, you can stream it, and you get it completely ad-free if you could become a member of the Young Turks. TYTnetwork.com/join.